Hey, so really quick before I start this video, I just wanted to say, if you want to see what some of the footage from this camera looks like, you can either wait till the end or skip to around the 5-minute mark. The camera I'm about to unbox is called the Canon EOS, named after the Greek goddess of the dawn, or if you want to say EOS, it stands for Electro-Optical System, although it's probably a acronym. M50 Mark II. Its predecessor is the M50, preceded by the M6, the M10, the M3, the M2, and finally the M, which some people just call the M1. M stands for mirrorless. The Canon EOS M was Canon's first mirrorless interchangeable lens camera. Now, compared to DSLR cameras like this Canon 70D, mirrorless cameras are mechanically simpler, smaller, lighter, and quieter due to the absence of a moving mirror, like this one here, if you can see that. This camera has a 24.1 megapixel sensor, which is a piece of hardware that converts light waves into signals that make an image. So megapixels represent the amount of detail your sensor can capture. 1 megapixel equals 1 million pixels. So there's a little more than 24 million pixels per image with this camera.
Damn, that's a lot of pixels.
This camera shoots in 1080p, giving you the option of 24, 25, 30, and 60 FPS, as well as 4K. The 4K is cropped. If you're worried about what that might look like, you can look up some video tests. All right, let's unbox this Canon. And of course we have the user guide. I don't think I'll need that. Some other paper. We'll go ahead and open up the actual components of the box. And right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and take out the body. It's nicely wrapped in some bubble wrap here to keep it safe. And look at that. That is beautiful. It's very small, very lightweight and compact. Maybe a little bit smaller than I would have thought it would be, but yeah, it fits nicely in my hands. You can see how small it is compared to this 70D. This is a regular DSLR camera that I have. Obviously quite the size difference. So one thing that's really awesome about this camera is this is Canon's EFM lens mount, which just means it's mirrorless. Cool thing about this is you can take EFS lenses, so these are the lenses that I use for my other camera. You can buy an EF to EOS M mount adapter, which allows you to mount these lenses to this camera body, which is super cool because if you put any money into these types of lenses, then you won't have to let them go to waste and you can use them with this camera. As you can see, the LCD screen is very nice, very sleek. Flips out, you can flip it this way or that way, so you can have some vlogging potential. Pretty cool. Definitely want to be careful with these because I broke the one on my other camera. So over here you have, I think, USB-C, and this is an HDMI out port, which is really cool. This port right here allows you to live stream directly off this camera. You can essentially turn this camera into a webcam, so super high quality webcam. You can also set this camera up, and using Wi-Fi you can live stream on YouTube directly off this camera, so very cool feature. Pop that back in there. Over here you have the mic port, pops out just like that, and that's where you would plug in your microphone, which then would mount on the top here. Looks like you have a regular photo button and a separate button for recording as well, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna be primarily using this for video, so that'll be nice to have that. All right, so next up we have a strap that comes with the camera. This is just a smaller strap, it looks like. Should be just enough for the size of this camera. We also have the battery. This camera has a newer image processor than the M50. That means that it is going to have a better battery life. And of course you have the charger as well. And it's just one of these chargers. Has a standard plug that plugs into the wall there. Well, that's about it except for the last thing, which is the kit lens that comes with the camera. This does have an EFM mount, so we can just go ahead and mount that straight onto the camera. This is a 15 to 45 millimeter kit lens that comes with it. That's everything right there that came in the box, so yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this bad boy up. Hey, one more second before you go. If you wanna see the first video I made on this camera, this is my first video with the Canon M50. Canon EOS M50 Mark II camera. Oh, let's test out these zoom capabilities here. That is looking really good. You know, it's been a while since I've used, excuse me, an actual camera because mine broke. Well, it didn't break, I broke it. I put it on top of a fridge, left the LCD screen open, and then I decided to open that fridge and camera fell, LCD screen broke, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of that story. But yeah, that actually happened like 2 years ago, so there's so much shadow on my face from this hat. Oh, sick, dude. So yeah, I just haven't used a legit camera like basically since then. So this is I don't want to say it's a big moment, but it's a cool moment, that's for sure. And it feels awesome just to have this whole setup here. I'll try to show the setup. Here's the setup. Standard YouTube vlog setup, you know, that people tend to use these days. It's not really new, but I want to say Casey Neistat popularized it with he used to have like a 70D, which I have that same camera mounted on the GorillaPod. I don't have the mic yet. Hopefully this audio doesn't sound super bad. It probably does sound pretty bad, but anyway, yeah, that was like the standard vlogging setup that Casey popularized with his daily vlogs. But anyway, really loving how this feels. It's good to be back on screen. More videos in the future to come. I gotta, like, it's so weird. It's like I want to like look at myself to see what's going on, but also, you know, I feel like I need to be looking into the lens, making eye contact so that my viewers will feel engaged. Or no, I should probably just keep looking at the lens, because anyway, yeah, so good to be back. Thanks for checking this out. Like, subscribe, turn on them post notifications, bro. You already know what it is. Peace.